So let's talk about Mr. Trent Henderson. This is a big one here. After a weekend
Yeah,
of Texas commits, we're looking around going, where's our crew? Where's
yeah, yeah,
where's
yeah,
all of our commits going? We talked about this. We knew this was going to be a dogfight with Texas and having a showdown here with the boys.
for sure.
But Trenton Henderson was visiting FSU just like 2 days ago. He was hanging out, took a picture with old Norvell, and our boy Sick was like, "Hey, this is Gator lock," because that's kind of been a little bit of a trend here. I think Carson
Yeah.
Baker was the first to do it. It's like, let's go get our quick pick with Norvell before we commit to Florida. And then he drops his top three today. This was today, and it's Texas, Florida, and LSU. So, and Auburn, which was once highly favored to land him, no longer is doing it. We're getting the traditional phone call here, boys. I was waiting to see. The
Uh-oh.
chat was calling for it.
Hey.
Go ahead,
Yeah,
mom.
they was asking for me.
Yeah, oh yeah, they're calling the mama chance.
Hey,
Yeah,
mama.
they was calling, and that's why I got you. And then I got the same shirt, and yeah, it was a tearjerker. So
Oh, the article. Yeah, mom called me and she was in shambles when she. But you have this. You have the same shirt that I'm wearing.
I ordered that one. Of course I did.
Where'd you go to get the
So
shirt?
To your link, obviously.
Close enough. We'll take it. We'll take it.
Yeah, I went onto your link, and I got 3 bangers. 3. I got 3 good
it was
ones.
easy, right?
You
How
had
was the
such good
process?
choices.
Stephen Harris wants to know how was the process.
The process was, dude, if I could do it, anybody.
That's a good point. It's a good point. Solid
I
point.
mean, come on now, y'all. I mean, I've been able to call it when others haven't. I've been able to. I can manage your links. I mean, Shelton, you are like easy peasy on your links.
All right. Thanks,
There
Mama.
we
Love
go.
you.
We love you, Mama White.
All right. Good stuff. Good stuff. Keeping the tradition alive and well. So
It's
yeah,
always
Trenton
good. Yeah,
Henderson
got to check in with Mama, baby.
was announced as top 3 today. And look, Auburn, who I'm working on Jake Crane on Wednesday because there's like this pandemic going on with Auburn and their recruiting just falling off a ledge. And it starts with Trent Henderson and a few others. I think FSU is even stealing one from them. But we've had a crystal ball. Keith Napier joined the party today, feeling extra confident on Trenton Henderson. I think he commits in the next couple of weeks, if I'm not mistaken. So one to watch for, a big one that
July
Florida
2nd,
needs
I
to
believe.
get to maintain the success they had in June thus far, and really kind of continue to grow this class. Because again, 2 big targets in Kendall Gervil and Vonnie Cleveland, who you promised we were going to get. One Vonnie committed to Texas,
I did.
and Kendall has now been crystal ball to Texas. So two targets for Florida were got Lambeau leased out, and that's where we're at with it. So we'll continue to monitor this with Mr. Trenton here, but this big 5-star edge would be a big addition. Yes, sir.
Yeah, no, the top gets, starts to get chopped down, man. These big time names. There's only, a few schools that they're looking at. So you should expect to see some of them get pulled to other schools. Of course, we would love to sink our teeth in them, you know what I mean, and get on the join the Gator style. But it's a lot of guys out there once you get to that top tier. But the fact that we're just poised to get some of them is a great sign. I like the Henderson kid. I think he fits our mold well. And I would love to have him. I think we can develop him well, and just this style of play, I think it fits what we need.
No, absolutely. And look, I saw there was a Georgia-Bama battle today. Georgia took that one. It feels like that has been a kind of rivalry at oldest time when it comes to recruiting over the last couple of years, especially with Kirby and Nick. And now you kind of got the new blood in it with Texas. And look, they're gonna eat, man. They're landing some dogs, alongside A&M. That oil money hits a little bit different when they're able to get after
Hey,
it. So
don't forget about the James Johnson kid.
We're still in it with him. I think that one's going to be a tough battle. That one's going to be coming down to the wire, but the number one defensive
down to
lineman in the
Miami
class.
Northwestern, man. Great kid, physically imposing. Man, if he's 5-star, I know they might have him 4 in some other places, but hey, he's a force to be reckoned with. So we can get that one. You lose some, you win some, but Florida evaluates well. So I like the guys that we're going after, and if we can get that one, it'll definitely make up a lot of ground for us there.
James Johnson, Sone, I believe, he's been crystal ball to Florida. Florida's in a good place with him. So if you can land those 2 guys on top of Trenton alongside Drayla McCoy, all of a sudden this defensive line's in a great place. Jameer Perez, the 3-star defensive lineman who committed in May, just was crystal ball to flip today to Ohio State, which Keith kind of came on and said that when he was on the show just about a week and a half ago. So it's not too surprising. We've been slightly hearing it. It's in their backyard. So look, it's our lowest rated commit. You never want to see a guy go, but if you had to pick one, you're going to pick the lowest rated one. It's going to make the average go up. So there's a pro in it when you can lose it, and it's opens up a spot, opens up some revenue, if you will.
Yeah, and then you have to ask yourself what was the cause behind it. He was 3-star, but we are going after, uh, I guess, lack of better words, bigger names or higher star players at that same position. So when you
Could have
kind
got
of
booted out.
add that factor in, it's like, okay, could have got booted out, or he could have just see the writing on the wall. Maybe communication, maybe not as high as some other places that kind of give you the hint, like, hey man, they're going after this dude. They're probably willing to go all in at this other position. So maybe I need to make the best choice for myself.
And I'll check this out for another prediction here for Jacoby Green. I'll take a look at that in just a minute, bit of Gator Chomp to confirm that. But thank you for the insight.